Hello, hello. It is time for more triangle strategy. Alright. Hopefully my dogs won't be too loud. They were getting kind of rambunctious earlier. These character stories seem kind of interesting. I was gonna just like turbo through them, but then I was like, nah, I'm gonna let them play.
Thank you for agreeing to see me. My name is Julio.
So, you're looking to pledge your service to us, eh? You tell me you're from the Crown City. Something happened to drive you our way?
I'm afraid so.
Why have you brought me all the way to this place? Whatever it is you wish to speak about, I should hope it is important. I am a busy man.
It is indeed. It concerns the Grand Norzelian mining venture. Pardon me if I'm being presumptuous, but I came across a most curious thing when I was reviewing the particulars of the arrangement the other day. There were documents that I did not recall having seen before. Specifically, documents pertaining to the compensation of the workers contracted to transport the iron out of the mine.
Is that so?
Following the paper trail, I could not help but notice that a not insignificant amount of coin had made its way through paths most circuitous and befuddling into your hands. Something easily overlooked at a glance, but my eyes are sharper than most. No doubt you have a logical explanation for this?
I haven't need to explain it. Even if I were guilty of whatever it is you have the gall to accuse me of, there is naught you can do about it. All that I have done with Prince Franny's full backing.
You would claim that His Highness is complicit in this?
The high and mighty are always scratching each other's backs. Everyone knows that. Everyone, it would seem, but you.
To think the Crown Prince would be party to such corruption. Has our kingdom truly sunk so low?
It would fall on your head should word of this get out. Considering the nature of the crime, I shudder to think of the punishment. Luckily for you, I've every intention of keeping this matter between us, so long as you don't go running your mouth. Why, I'll even toss in some coin to sweeten the deal. A fair enough bargain, wouldn't you say?
Coin? I spit on your coin. I will not remain silent. I cannot! I will root out the rot of corruption that plagues our realm, no matter what it may cost me.
You stubborn, self-righteous fool! I'd hoped to settle this as reasonable adults, but it would seem that...
Sound the alarm! The kingdom is under attack! Esfrost strikes!
What's this? Needless to say, the circumstances make my return to the Crown City impossible. Pray allow me to be of service here.
Ah, now it's coming back to me. You were Sir Maxwell's second-in-command during the tourney, weren't you? You didn't stand out much, but you held your own well enough. Aye, I reckon we could find use for him yet.
Very well then. Be welcome among us. Eridor, see that our new friend gets settled in.
Thank you, my lord. You have my word that I will serve you well.
Halt! This is the encampment of House Wolfort. Splendid! For it's Lord Wolfort himself that I came to see. Lead me to him, my good man.
Big words from a shady-looking fellow in that ridiculous garb. Be gone at once.
Ridiculous. Why, I'll have you know that these robes are a treasured relic of...
Did I ask about your robes? I said, be gone.
Wait, I say! Who there? Lord Wolfort! Can you hear me?
What's all the commotion here?
This strange lad demands an audience with you, Lord Serenoa, and stubbornly refuses to leave.
The name's Narv. Grandson and last disciple of the Archmage Grandante, here to offer my services.
The Archmage Grandante. Forgive me, but in all my years of studying the arcane arts, I've never once heard that name.
You haven't? Oh, I see. I suppose you won't have.
Ah, I'm sorry if I offended you.
You needn't apologize, miss. Let's start over, shall we? Let me show you just what the final disciple of the Archmage Grandante can do.
Incredible.
Well, what do you think?
I've never seen anything quite like it. Were you born with magic like this? Or perhaps...
My illustrious grandfather, the Archmage Grandante, that is, taught me all I know. Please, let me join your army. I'm most certain my sorcery could avail you to no end.
Lord Serenoa, this boy possesses remarkable talent. I must admit he would make a formidable addition to our forces.
Thank you, Gila. Narv, I welcome you to House Wolfort.
Thank you, my lord. My magic will change the world. Just you wait and see.
My prince, I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. I've managed to procure a boat for our escape. It should arrive anon.
Thank you, Sir Maxwell.
Would that I could have done more. You did well to stand against Gustadolf. Your father would have been proud to see it.
Let's save the pleasantries until we're through the gate, huh? Everyone ready?
We are. Open the gates, Eridor.
Whatever you say, my lord. Here's hoping we can make it through without those bastards on the shore noticing.
Over there!
There's too many of them. We need to turn back.
Give it up! There's nowhere to run!
Damn it! They've shut us in!
Is this it? If this is where I fall, I'm taking these S-Frosty bastards with me!
Don't be so quick to throw your life away, my prince.
Yes, we haven't lost hope yet. The boat will arrive shortly. We only need to fend them off till then.
Can we do that?
I fail to see why not, if you lend us your strength, that is.
As if I would do aught else.
Form around the prince. Protect him.
The prince is on the bridge! Seize him!
They pour from the castle like rats. I shall defend the rear.
Well, thanks, game, for giving me 2 new characters that are not at the level that this fucking boss fight is. So annoying. Whatever. It'll be fine. I leveled everyone else up to 9 and 10, so... meh. Just see what happens. Got Sir Maxwell the Dawn Spear. Defeat all foes. Isn't that normally what we do? The gate lever. It opens the gate. Break through the gate. Sounds great. Quietus points. Quietus. Well, we have Wifey and her attendant and that one assassin girl.
The drawbridge is shut tight. We must find a way to open it, and quickly.
There should be a mechanism nearby.
No shit.
Leave our pursuers to me. Open the gate, whatever it takes.
Here I come. From this range. Time to work. Allow me. Ha! Not a chance.
Charge! My lance strikes true.
Not a chance.
I shall protect you.
From where shall we strike?
Well, I guess it was good that I put some evasion on, that one dude. That lady who's on the hawk or whatever.
Here. Now!
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
I have your back. Much appreciated. Back at you.
Let me heal your wounds.
Let me infiltrate your poon.
Victory goes to the quick.
Our victory is assured.
I'm really glad there's no like spell charging mechanic like there was with Final Fantasy Tactics. Shit got old, baby. Actually, let's do this.
To victory!
I really wish that it was only like 5 or 6 people per battle, though. Keeping track of like 20 units is kind of annoying, to be real. Well, they don't die either way.
Time for some research.
He's gonna go up one more.
A cold wind blows.
The hunt is on. Try this.
Of course. What could be down here? Me and you, we're gonna have a baby, and the baby's name will be Viniel. Viniel?
I shall protect.
Sounds spicy.
Your orders?
What does this do? I do not understand. Maybe it's like a teleporty move. I haven't tried it before.
You won't escape.
I have a lot of new skills because I was like level 6 and then I leveled up to like level 9. It is kind of nice though that you learn your skills through just like leveling. Can't say I was the hugest fan of all the job point system.
Brace yourself!
You're open.
A pursuing party
There
has
they
shown
are!
up.
Seize the prince! Quickly now, before more arrive!
For the honor of House Wolfort. The Zen's here!
Oh yay, walked right into range.
I see a path to victory.
I don't have enough to use that skill that I really like.
Let us steel our defenses.
Our victory is assured.
Let me show you what I've learned. It worked!
Let me heal your wounds. Be at ease.
This will help. Where was I?
Or should I knock this guy? Yeah, let's just get rid
I
of
did
him.
not miss. That didn't work.
This battle is ours.
I won't be able to attack anything if I do that.
You'll get no mercy from us.
I've been waiting for this!
Not a chance.
Oh, careless of me!
Oh, they're gonna double team him.
Oh, impossible! Nice try. Prepare to face you can't save yourself. That went well.
Time to work. Suffer.
My turn. This is it! Did you see that? Take that! Yes! Ugh. Ah!
Stupid archers.
Then where shall we strike?
I just sent him up there.
I
on
see
here?
a path to victory. This should do.
Ready for more.
I wonder if he can climb up that ladder while he's on a horse. That'd be kind of
I'll
funny.
take you on.
Really no.
Look to my shield.
Allow me.
Yeah, either way, she's not gonna have enough to do anything.
Shall we begin? Your room's open.
I can keep fighting. The hunt is on. Rudy!
Leave it to me.
Now then, to work.
Impossible! I shall protect you. Your defenses crumble.
Cool, the poison killed him.
That's it?
My turn.
Sound strike.
This'll hurt.
Forward. Now I end this. Ha-ha! For victory!
Oh, you can climb that. It's hilarious.
Yeah! Did you see that? Yes! Ah!
So, it falls to me.
It's open! Go!
Oh, yay. That feels fair.
Don't let them escape! Capture the royal brat! Kill all the others! Protect the prince!
No matter how many come, our blades will keep them at bay.
They've overrun the bridge already. Very well. We cut our way through.
I fight for peace. The hunt is on. Goodbye!
There is no mercy on the battlefield. Stay composed.
This is...
Come at me! To victory!
Cool heads shall prevail. Your room's open.
You have my thanks.
Gah! That's it? My courage will not waver. By my spear!
My turn.
Where shall we strike? This ends here! For victory! Be gone!
I fight for peace. I shall protect you.
So, it falls to me. Another approach.
This battle is ours.
I see a path to victory. That's it?
Some of these fights are just entirely
I've
too
been
long.
waiting for this.
There's too many enemies and too many friends, allies. I don't know.
Let me heal your wounds.
And like when they make the maps this big and there's so many enemies, like as you can see, you just lose out on picking up all these items because it's not worth your time to screw with that, honestly.
Be at ease.
I needed that.
Like, I don't know why you just wouldn't pick up all the items on the battlefield at the end of the fight. Well, that guy's gonna die.
If I still breathe, I still fight.
My turn.
Oh, I can't shoot through that guy.
Nice try.
And where shall we strike?
Charge! That's it?
This battle is ours. You'll get no mercy from us. I will end this.
Let us try out their weakness. We must stay vigilant.
And where shall we strike?
Oh boy. He's He's got the blind status effect. You'd think he'd be pretty bad at evading attacks, but you know.
Where was I?
I will end this. This'll hurt.
My courage will not waver. Your defenses crumble.
I'll take you on! Time to die!
Cool heads shall prevail. Your wounds are healed.
This will help.
Impossible!
Ugh, this is just such a slog. Even with the fast forward feature, like, it's just beyond annoying. To watch like 800 different units move.
This is it! Yeah! For my kingdom!
Any lifetime now, dude.
My spear.
Allow me.
This stupid archway is just a pain in my ass as well.
2 ashes.
Yeah, like them cookies.
Here I come. From this range.
Defeat is not an option.
To lead, I must grow.
Time to work.
LOB!
Let us try out their weakness. Stay composed.
Much appreciated.
Denicious. It's kind of an interesting name. Sorry, I'm killing things. My eyeballs are like...
Where was I?
Apparently I've lost my mind. Lost my mind today. All he can do is wait anyway. Oh, there's someone there. For some reason I can't go there. Probably because of this dig hole.
Yeah! You won't beat me! Come on! Have another!
Let me heal your wounds. Victory goes to
Splendid.
Knowledge is strength.
For victory! My lance strikes true! Did you see that?
Here I come. You'll get no mercy from us.
Now!
Let me show you what I've learned.
For the honor of House Wolford. Wait your turn!
Time to work.
This is just have her grab an item, I guess.
Shadows conceal me.
I see a path to victory. A brief respite.
Just what I needed.
For the future of House Wolford.
Where was I? Freeze! Defer the arcane arts.
Yay, it's over. It's a pretty good amount of money. Woo woo.
The boat arrives. Come with speed.
Prince Roland, will you leave your brother unavenged?
You!
Go! Leave this place. The Archduke will be content with your father's head.
Never. Azeroth will answer for its crimes today. Your Highness!
A shame. You might have lived a long life.
So long as I stand, you'll do him no harm.
Sir Maxwell!
My prince, you are responsible for more than just your own life now. You are a leader, and must be the beacon others look to when the night is darkest.
My friends of House Wolford, I leave Prince Roland in your care.
Let me go!
Release him to me, and there may be mercy for you yet, Maxwell.
Tis you who should be seeking mercy.
Must you do this? Very well.
You were only toying with me at the tourney.
Only a fool knows what they can do when the stakes are so trifling.
I could not have said it better myself. How do you still stand?
You were this realm's fiercest warrior, Dawnspear. But today your sun sets, and a new age begins!
And so it was that the once proud kingdom of Glenbrook did fall. Aesfrost seized control of the Crown City, threatening to bring the surrounding domains under its iron yoke. Now the Archduke's army marches upon House Wolford's stronghold, where Prince Roland is being sheltered by his loyal friends and allies.
Your most honorable siblings, Lord Thalas and Lady Erica, have arrived, my lord.
Thank you for the escort. You may go now.
If there is anything else that you require, anything at all, you need but say the word.
In that case, I would have a bottle of the realm's finest wine and a serving of fresh fruit delivered to my quarters.
But of course, milady, I shall have the servants fetch it at once.
Ever eager to please, isn't he?
I believe the word you're looking for is sycophant. Congratulations on bringing Glenbrook to its knees, brother. It's a thing of beauty, what you've accomplished. I trust you're already seeing to that fuss outside the castle walls?
Of course.
The other domains are putting up little in the way of resistance.
Lord Telior trembles in his seat within the stronghold, and Lord Fox was oblivious to what was happening until it was far too late.
How easily the three high houses of Glenbrook break under your iron boot, brother.
Wolford is the last to hold out, but Evlora will deal with that. Prince Roland will be in our hands before long.
Speaking of royalty, brother, I would have thought Cordelia would be dead or rotting in jail. Yet here she sits on the throne. She looks less a vanquished princess and more a queen.
That is precisely what I would have her be.
Whatever do you mean?
Once things have calmed, I shall assume guardianship over her and have her crowned. A few days hence, Ragna will be executed. I've already informed Patriat as much.
So the wise and benevolent King Regna meets his end at last.
Father!
What?
Please,
I don't understand.
explain.
What are we gonna do?
Excuse me.
What does that mean, Greg?
Can you tell me what's happening, please?
Did I hear him wrong?
Subjects of Glenbrook, I am Gustadolf, Archduke and High Commander of the Grand Duchy of Esfrost. Hear my words. The sins King Regna has committed against us, and against you, his own people, are grievous indeed.
What has he done to us?
3 decades have passed since the end of the war. In the years since, we have all done what we can to rebuild our nations. The opening of the Grand Norzelian mines was to be the dawn of a new age. An age where our 3 nations would work together for the peace and prosperity of all. But King Regna spat in the face of that glorious dream. As our engineers worked tirelessly to put success within reach, your King Regna schemed in the shadows to seize control of the mine for his own profit. And when Dragan Esfrost, my dear cousin, and the man tasked with overseeing the mine's operations, became aware of this plot, King Regna had him assassinated in cold blood. In doing so, he betrayed not only my own nation and the holy state of Hyzant, but you as well. The very people who were to share in the wealth the mine would bring. And so we were left with no choice but to march on Whiteholm Castle and put an end to Regna's treachery by force. Our actions were born of a righteous duty to avenge Dragan's murder and this odious betrayal of this historic accord between our nations. What say you, King Regna? Do you deny these charges against you?
I do not. But I beg of you, spare my children.
Subjects of Glenbrook, your traitor king admits his guilt before you. The punishment for these crimes is death. Off with his head!
Roland, Cordelia, the future of our kingdom is in your hands now.
Just days after the fall of the Crown City, King Regna of Glenbrook is beheaded before his subjects. The death of this kind and benevolent monarch plunges the realm into confusion and chaos. With the king perishes an all too short-lived era of peace, and in its place, one of bloodshed and turmoil.
Woo. My dog was barking up a storm at some nothing. I was like, what the hell? Be quiet! It's kind of cool. It looks like there's some new things. Oh, okay, so those two new people are already leveled up to the veteran. Kumo, please stop that. Well, it makes sense to use that on our main character, so...
I would not be here without my allies.
Seems like I should level up these guys if they're already in that higher status. Doesn't look like we can level our weapons up yet. What skills does that guy have? Okay, so he can do wind, ice, spark, and scorch. So kind of invalidates her from having... Go for it. He's being really stupid and it's driving me nuts. Stop, Kumo! There is nothing there. I checked. Quit barking. Sweet Jesus. I'm just gonna mute myself. Calm down, buddy. It's okay. Daddy's right here. You need to relax. There's nothing out there that's gonna get you. This guy seems super useful, so I'm gonna probably level him up pretty quick here so that he's in line with all these other level 10 people. And I think I'm gonna get rid of these two because he has all the elements and these two only have like one element, so... Plus this guy seems like he's made to support this one. So yeah. I'm gonna give that a shot. Eventually. I wonder if he does anything either. He's just happy we let them join. Both of them are. Let's see if there's any new scrimmage levels. Yep. Oh wow, 2 grand each time. That's nice because I can get some more accessories. Oh, but I'll do that offline. Let's progress the story.
Lord Serenoa, thank the heavens you're safe. It is good to be home.
Castle Wolfort is the most impregnable stronghold in all the kingdom. You will be safe here, Your Highness.
Thank you. I can only hope Father and Sir Maxwell are safe as well.
Benedict, there is news.
What's the matter, Benedict? You look as if you've seen a ghost.
Your Highness, my lord, pray try to remain calm. His Grace was beheaded at the Crown City not bells ago.
Father. No. Say it is not so. Roland.
I can only imagine what you're feeling now, Your Highness. But I fear we have not the luxury of grieving. As the last living heir to the throne, there is no doubt that the Archduke will target you next.
Indeed. We must move quickly. I would seek Father's counsel.
About Lord Simon.
What is it? Has something befallen Father? Father!
Lord Simon, what is the meaning of this?
He collapsed when he heard the news from the Crown City, and has not opened his eyes since.
You must be mad. The man was stronger than an ox.
We cannot afford to lose Lord Simon. Not now, of all times.
Father. Be strong, Father. This realm still needs you. I still need you, Father. Father. Serenoa.
Is there any chance he will recover?
Our healers are doing everything they can, but none can say.
Very well.
Do not give up hope, Serenoa. The malady will not take your father easily. Forgive me, Roland. I can only imagine what you feel now. I must stay strong. I cannot allow Father's death to be in vain. You too must remain composed. For Lord Simon. And for those who now look to you for guidance in his stead. I will try.
Pardon me, my lord. I come bearing a message.
From whom?
The scout we had sent in search of Sir Maxwell returned with this.
Sir Maxwell's mask.
Reports have it that it was found near Whiteholm Bridge.
Blood. No, it cannot be. This mask was all that was found, you say?
The bridge was all but overflowing with the bodies of the fallen. It was not possible to ascertain all of their identities. And the swift course of the river thwarted any efforts to search further.
I see. Thank you for the report. Get some rest. You have earned it.
Yes, my lord.
Sir Maxwell, you too abandon me now?
At Gustadolf's command, S-Frost musters its forces at Whiteholm Castle and commences a march on the Wolfort domain. Their aim, to seize in their clutches Prince Roland, the unwilling heir to Glenbrook's throne.
That's kind of cool. It looks like we can see what's going on with the other realms.
Minister Sorsley.
What is it this time, Booker?
We've just received word that S-Frost has launched a surprise invasion of Glenbrook. Whiteholm burns as we speak.
What's this?
The Crown City has fallen. King Regna was beheaded, and it is said Crown Prince Franny also perished in the fray. Prince Roland has fled to the domain of House Wolfort with the Grand Duchy's army in close pursuit.
Goddess forbid. What could the Archduke be plotting? And what did the others think of the matter?
At any rate, I must speak with the Hierophant at once.
Minister, if I may assuage you, I propose that perhaps this situation may yet play to House N's benefit.
Our benefit, you say? Indeed. Indeed, you may have the right of it. My dear Booker, whatever would House N do without you?
Send a bird to the palace. Tell them that the Holy One's faithful servant Sorsley would humbly beg an audience.
At once, Master.
Whatever is House Telior to do? With King Regna gone, we must find a way to preserve ourselves. Landroy, that proud fool, will no doubt fight to the bitter end. But House Fawkes alone is no match for the Grand Duchy. Yet if House Wolfort were to fight at their side... They say Prince Roland is in Wolfort's charge. If this is true, there's a good chance they will join the fray. Or will they? The Wolforts may choose to ransom the prince to S-Frost in return for amnesty for their own domain. If it comes to that, S-Frost will either kill the prince and princess, or use them as their pawns, and Glenbrook will fall. Bending the knee to S-Frost may be our only hope if we are to live to see tomorrow.
It would seem things have calmed outside the castle walls.
What is to become of us now? Word has it the Kingsguard's been slaughtered to the last man. We must flee while we have our lives.
If they meant to kill ordinary folk like us, wouldn't they have done so already? Even as frosty dogs have some honor then. Who'd have thought? Anyway, there's no point fighting. What'll be, will be.
Our people seem less resentful of Esfrost than I would have expected. No doubt due to the Archduke's decision to focus their attack on the castle and leave the town itself unscathed. So, the common folk won't be a problem. That just leaves the matter of the royal family. His Grace and the Crown Prince have been dealt with, and Princess Cordelia has been brought to heel. Prince Roland is the only one unaccounted for, but the men I arranged for hunt him down as we speak. Word has it there's also a sizable bounty on his head. No, he'll not last long. I knew Gustadolf to be a shrewd man, but his attention to detail is nothing short of astonishing. I have seen all I would. Let us return.
Your Majesty, House Falks has failed you. I have failed you. High House, damn it all! When you needed us most, we were not there to answer the call. How did we not see what they were plotting? How did we not know to go to your aid? But no. Cursing our fate will not bring you back to us. We must focus our efforts on the one who might yet save Glenbrook from downfall. We must protect Prince Roland with our lives.
My lord, the Frosty army advances on us as we speak. A missive has arrived from Lord Gustadolf. It says they will stand down on the condition that we surrender Prince Roland to them at once.
We've not much time before they're on our doorstep, my lord.
Word has it that General Avlora herself heads the vanguard.
Gustadolf's not taking any chances. The scheming bastard.
Summon the War Council at once. We must take swift action.
You cannot be serious about this.
It's all right, Frederica. Please continue, Benedict.
Thank you. Once more, I would ask you plainly. Do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Esfrost?
I say we refuse. We owe Sir Maxwell that much. Precisely. Sir Maxwell entrusted us with keeping His Highness safe, and we accepted.
There's no place in the realm more sheltered by the terrain than this castle. He is safer here than anywhere. And yet, if the Archduke were to march on us with an army as great as the one that took the Crown City, Or, heaven forbid, a greater one.
The natural fortifications of this land would work against us. Our shelter would become our jail.
So you propose that we just abandon him? That we sacrifice his life for our own protection?
Better my life than any of yours. This is my battle. I would not see the blood of my friends spilt in my name.
But see, Your Highness, that's where you're wrong. House Wolfort's the sword and shield of the crown. You go to battle, we go with you. So it's always been.
Enough! I will leave before I see your domain ravaged by fighting. It is the only way. Surely you see this, yes?
I refuse to believe sacrificing any of us is the correct path.
My lord, we cannot allow war to come to the Wolfort domain. Your highest priority must be to your loyal subjects. You must decide.
We cannot hope to win against Desfrost. But if we do nothing to stop them, many will lose their lives.
Indeed, all paths are fraught with danger. In which case, we ought to choose whichever option ensures our survival. If we live, we can reclaim what we've lost.
So we'd be buying ourselves some time.
As the master of this domain, you and no other must decide how we proceed.
I understand that, Benedict. Prepare the scales of conviction. I would hear everyone's thoughts on the matter. I will give the signal when it is time to cast your vote. I ask each of you to weigh the matter carefully till then.
Very well, my lord. To our own councils we go.
Serenoa says, their hearts are divided. Still, a compelling argument may yet change some minds. Alas, I have an incomplete picture of the situation. I would be a poor lord if I did not hear the voice of my people. I should venture into town. The concierge says, are you going out? Serenoa says, yes. I wish to ensure everything is in order. My. Doo-doo-doo. The concierge says, when you are done, speak to me again. Serenoa says, thank you. I should return to the hall once I've spoken with the people. The soldier says, a terror like none other came over me when I saw the state in which you returned, my lord. Controls when you're exploring the town are a little janky, but it's okay. I must exact a delightful tax on the people. The purple, the people, the people, the purple. Shazam, Shazam, Shazam. The townsperson says, I prayed we'd never know conflict again after the Saltiron War, yet here we stand peering into the abyss. Though it was Glenbrook and Esfrost launching an attack on Hyzant all those years ago, the Holy State, reeling from the surprise assault, turned to Lord Simone for help. Back then, Wolfort was still an independent clan and agreed to an alliance. All Norzilia was poorer for the fighting. Its nations and people were left depleted. Serenoa says, "So I have heard. Father tells me stories of the secret meetings with King Regna that restored peace to the realm." The townsperson says, "Indeed, it was they who brought Hyzant and Esfrost to the table and then the war to an end. It was your father's efforts that led the king to bring your house into the royal family's fold as the crown's military might. War is brewing, Lord Serenoa. Think carefully upon how you will navigate it." I always pick the bottom response. I'm gonna say, "My father risked his life to bring honor to our house. I'll not be the one to tarnish his legacy." The townsperson says, "After all, 'tis a legacy of compassion and fighting for what's right that makes us proud to call this domain home. Though, I would warn you, legacies are slippery things and easily ruined. Tread carefully and choose wisely, young lord." Serenoa says, "I shall take that to heart. Thank you, you vile, filthy whore." Nah, I just made that last part up. "I like to keep it spicy, bitches. You gotta keep the shit spicy." Oh yeah. Alright, where's the stuff? Daddy's here to steal. The child says, "Mama's not herself today. Has something scary happened?" The townsperson says, "Has the crown city truly fallen? What madness is this?" The good old-fashioned kind of madness, I guess. The merchant says, "There's commotion in the capital to be sure, but it will all be over soon. The Dawn Spear will see to that. Aye, the sun won't set on Glenbrook till Sir Maxwell falls. Ha! As if that would ever happen." Serenoa says, "Sir Maxwell laid down his life so that we might see another day. Well, he thought it, I believe. We must do all in our power to see that his noble sacrifice was not in vain." I learned about the Dawn Spear we were there, we fucking saw that shit. How stupid. This game has some weirdness about it. Let's check this person's bed. Let's eat a HP recovery pellet right out of this person's fucking bed, because that's just how we do business. Okay, motherfucker? Oh yes, oh yeah, baby. The saltmonger says, "I'd a mind to make my way to the capital, but the high road is blocked. What is the meaning of this anyway? I have mouths to feed at home." Yeah, you should expect that the most common people will have common thoughts. I don't think a lot of people right now, for instance, are taking the bigger picture of the situation that's happening with Ukraine. I mean, we're in this delicate period of an economic recovery from coronavirus, and now we're just all kind of pretending that, like, this inflation business isn't happening when it's, like, getting really ridiculous, but... Is it true? Has Esfrost attacked the crown city? How could the nobles have let this happen? Aren't I one of the nobles? Like... It's poorly written. The townsperson says there's a paper calling for the arrest of Prince Roland, keep Roland. Says they want him taken alive. I shudder to think what will become of the kingdom now. Serenoa thinks to himself, if he's to be delivered alive, I'd wager they have no plans of executing him. At least, not anytime soon. I should let the others know of this. This person says, long have I heard rumors of secret traps that dot the Wolford domain. If the tales are to be believed, they serve to make quick work of any invaders, though I can't help but wonder why keep such a valuable weapon a secret. Serenoa says, secret traps. It's hard to say what this might mean for us. They might well be employed to give us an advantage in battle, but at what cost to our own? Oh my, such spiciness. Well, let's pet the kitty. The kitty goes meow, kitty goes meow, kitty goes meow, 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 kitty goes meow. Oh yeah. You heard it here first. You heard it here first, bitches. The kitty goes meow. Alright. Ooh, free shit. Oh yeah, love free shit. The child says, everyone looks so scared. What happened? I apparently say nothing to the child, for I am too busy swimming in my own cesspool of thoughts to comfort a mere child. Instead, we have stolen something from the cupboard. Oh, this game tickles my fucking taint. Alright, I think I checked with everyone. This townsperson says, why has Esfrost attacked? I thought all this conflict was behind us with the opening of the mines. And what of your marriage to Frederica? Was that merely a ruse? I'm gonna say the kingdom has no true allies, nor true enemies. We shall sue for peace and work to avoid further conflict. The townsperson says, you may have the right of it. Kingdoms are no less fickle than the people within them, and we all have our scrapes and scraps. Though you wouldn't live next to someone so volatile for very long now, would you? Sarah Noah says, of course not, but meeting such behavior with belligerents will only lead to war. We must not let our passions get the better of us as we assess the situation and chart a course forward. The townsperson says, I understand. I place my faith in you, my lord. I don't know why they talk like that. Probably just because I am being stupid. The concierge says, returning to the council chamber, my lord. And I say, yes. Yes, we are. Alright. Hugh Jet says, our kingdom needs Prince Roland, now more than ever. He's to be protected above all others. Our kingdom needs Prince Roland now more than ever, or surrendering is the only way. Let's surrender him. Fuck it, I don't like him that much. Hugh Jet says, surrender Glenbrook's future king to our hated foe. Surely you'll not go along with this. I say, resisting the duchy now would spell the end of us all, and we do not know for sure that they will kill him once he is theirs. Hugh Jet says, what future does our kingdom have without its prince? None, I would venture. There is no hope in your words, only a moonless night from which Glenbrook shall never emerge. I ask you again, my lord, do you truly mean to surrender Prince Roland? I'm gonna say, I see no other choice. She says, so you ask us to swallow our pride and surrender the prince in hopes of forestalling your own demise. I suppose this is the sort of cold rationalization that being lord of a high house demands.
I don't know what to do.
There are no good options, alas, I must make my peace with one of them.
What do you need?
Gila says Roland is worth more to Esfrost as a political pawn than a corpse. They will not kill him once they have him. At least that is how I see it. If we are to do what gives us the most hope, then Roland himself has the right of it. I'm gonna leave that alone. Fuck Roland. Frederica says, a peace built by forsaking our friends and countrymen in that time of greatest need is no peace at all. I know what I ask is not easy, but I pray we find a bloodless path out of this conflict. I'm gonna say surrendering Roland is the only way, baby. Frederica says, do you truly mean to give up Prince Roland? I'm going to say, I will not see Sir Maxwell's sacrifice rendered meaningless.
Is that so?
Frederica says, which is all the more reason to protect him. I can scarcely believe he would approve of trading his beloved's disciple's life for your own. This time I fear not even your words can sway me.
I need a moment to think.
My apologies, but this has only left me more uncertain of what is right.
Sarah Noah.
Roland says there must be a way to avoid weighing my life against those of others. I trust we can find it. Decide what you will, I shall follow whatever judgment you pass. Alrighty.
Here's what I think.
Eridor says, we've been loyal to the crown for years, lad. You understand what they're asking for is treasonous, don't ye? He's the king's own flesh and blood. We shall be protecting him, not offering him up on a silver platter. Surrendering Roland is the only way, I say. Eridor says, is that what you call justice now? Willingly giving up your prince, your closest friend, to their bastard's clutches? I say, this is Roland's will, Eridor. Who am I to defy him? Eridor says, and you take him at his word, you know as well as I do that ain't what he wants, yeah. He feels he's got no other choice than to say that. And clearly so do you. All I know for certain is Glenbrook will be but a memory if we give up Prince Roland. And what do you think will become of House Wolford then? How do you mean to repay the debt we owe our king? I said, what debt? The king is dead. Eridor says, that's not how this sort of debt works, lad. I'd advise you to clear your head. Your countrymen are reeling. They need a leader with a vision. Do you fear the duchy, Eridor, says Serenoa, that they may destroy the domain as we know it? Eridor says, of course I do, but we have to face him down. There's nowhere to run. And I'm gonna say, so you believe we can defeat Avlora?
Considered that.
Eridor says, that's what keeps you up at night. Of course we can, lad. I reckon she's the least of our worries. I don't care if she's got the better of Maxwell. She's no match for the likes of us. I appreciate that talk, lad. Helps to know where your head is leading ye. There's time yet. Go on, see what the others have to say.
My lord.
Benedict says it would not be wise to continue this fight with Esfrost. If protecting His Highness's life is our first priority, it would be safer to accept their conditions. Serenoa says, in other words, you feel that Roland is of more use to Esfrost alive as a puppet than dead. Benedict says, precisely. Furthermore, we must consider Princess Cordelia, who currently is in the enemy's clutches alone. I don't want to persuade him. Anyways.
Lord Serenoa.
Anna says, will you surrender the prince or not? Will you choose House Wolford or the whole kingdom? 'Tis a question of our priorities. What matters most to us? I say, surrendering Roland is the only way. Anna says, what troubles you most, my lord? I say that I may not be able to protect my people from the fires of war I see on the horizon. Anna says, for there will be no safe haven for our people if Esfrost attacks. Your duty as lord compels you to protect the people. Thus, the only choice is to surrender Prince Roland. Is that a choice you can live with? I say, Sir Maxwell gave his life to protect the kingdom. Fighting would bring harm to the people and render his sacrifice in vain. But I've been selecting all the bottom ones. Roland will castigate himself for any harm that befalls the people. Whatever.
Indeed.
We're gonna break our situation that I've been doing for most of the game. Anna says, he entrusted the kingdom to Prince Roland in word and deed. I have my doubts as to whether a restoration of the kingdom without its prince would please him. I appreciate your candor. Stave off this vested army and protect the Prince Roland. A pizzaroni pizza. Oh, tastes like pepperoni.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we surrender Prince Roland, or do we protect him from those who would do him harm? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
I am so sorry.
Frederica says, I cannot bring myself to see this your way. Forgive me.
I agree.
Anna says, my vote, if it pleases you.
I cannot be swayed.
Huguette says, as long as I draw breath, they shall never have Prince Roland.
Forgive me, lad.
Eridor says, forgive me, I've thought long and hard about it, but my mind has been made up. Oh no! I still think I got the majority.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen. The way forward is decided. Surrendering Prince Roland is the only way we can survive.
So be it.
The decision is made. This is the path we walk.
Was there truly no other way?
Roland.
Say no more. Thank you for sheltering me, my friend. The choice you have made is wise and just. Go forward with your heads high.
House Wolford surrenders their charge, Prince Roland, at Gustadolf's behest, sparing themselves from the Duchy's wrath. House Tellior surrenders their land, also buying their reprieve. Lord Silvio bends the knee, declaring absolute devotion to their Frosty masters. House Fawkes surrenders nothing. The last of the high houses to remain loyal to their fallen king. News of their countrymen's capitulations shocks Lord Landroy, leaving him with a grave choice to make.
I've brought the prince, Your Grace.
Gustadolf, you traitorous bastard! You'll pay for what you've done to my family! Mark my words!
Easy there, Flora. We need him alive, after all.
I am sworn to do all in my power to keep you from harm, Your Grace.
The boy is overcome with emotion, and who could blame him? Perhaps this will quell his rage a bit.
Cordelia!
Brother! Let him go.
Indulge her, Flora.
Oh, brother! Thank the heavens you're safe. They didn't hurt you, did they?
I'm fine. I thought I'd never see you again. Let us speak after. Surely the Archduke will afford us that small mercy.
Yes. Later, then.
Prince Roland, you are well aware of the position Glenbrook finds itself in, yes? Your kingdom is ours. House Tellior and House Wolford have both bent the knee. Among the three high houses, only House Fawkes still proves recalcitrant.
You mean for me to convince Lord Landroy to submit?
Oh, nothing so tedious as that. I want you to order his death. I'm certain House Wolford would be more than happy to oblige.
You're mad! I won't be a mouthpiece to your cruelty.
I know you've only just come into your responsibility, so allow me to offer a word of advice. A prince's first thought should ever be of his people.
What are you saying?
Landroy will not stand idly by for long. When he acts,
And act he will. This land will once again be consumed by the fires of war. It is your duty as prince to quench that fire while it is yet kindling, lest you rule over a kingdom of corpses when all is done. You see that I am right, your highness. Give the order.
What is the realm coming to?
Hail, fair maid!
Well, if it isn't Eridor. Have a seat. You've ample choice.
Who are you and what have you done with the barkeep? The one I know ain't prone to melancholy.
She is when word of a fellow barkeep's misfortunes reaches her. It's all in this letter. People are taken to plunder and to survive this war, and my friend's tavern was destroyed beyond repair.
Here's hoping your fine establishment escapes unscathed.
I can't bear to think of what I'd do without this place.
My heart goes out to you. As if times weren't hard enough with customers.
I can't think straight for worrying so much. You're a soldier, aren't you? Can't you just go out there and crush your enemies so we can be done with all this?
If only it were so easy. Well, I wouldn't give to wield a flagon every day instead of a blade.
Never took you for the type to make excuses, Eridor.
Eridor is doing everything he can. The realm suffers because of my failings.
Forgive me, Lord Wolfort. It was hardly my intention to blame you. What with things being as they are, I haven't been myself these days. But enough of this. All the moping in the world won't change a thing. It's time for action. My lord, as you can see, I'll have no choice but to shutter my tavern if the war doesn't end. And soon. So let me join you. I think you'll find that pouring ale isn't the only trick I have up my sleeve. Ah, but where are my manners? Hasabar is the name, my lord. At your service. A barkeep I may be, but good drink isn't the only way I know how to heal what ails people.
I can vouch for that, my lord. Hasabar is good to have around in a pinch.
And I see no reason to refuse. You are most welcome among us.
Ha! Heartening to see you're the decisive type. I won't let you down.
And you've made a good decision as well. Couldn't have picked a better lord to serve, I tell you.
I gathered that the way you're always singing his praises.
How fortunate this humble merchant is to look upon such beauty. Nothing would do Lionel greater honor than to see his powders and perfumes adorn your divine visages. Such honor, in fact, that he's willing to part with him for practically nothing at all.
We haven't even coined for salt, let alone vanity.
Mines are not but your ledgers. You peddlers disgust me.
Well met, brave protectors of the realm. Lionel has brought everything a hero needs and more. Every item has undergone meticulous testing to ensure that they will serve you well on the battlefield.
Out of our way, junkmonger. We've important duties to attend to.
How rude! Where are the smiles and open coin purses the people used to greet Lionel with? Oh, perhaps Lionel should take his goods elsewhere. War has made this place disagreeable. However, it is the perfect opportunity for the shrewd trader to amass his fortune. And Lionel is shrewd, if nothing else.
My lord, that merchant who peddles his wares in our encampment has requested an audience.
Yes, let him come forth.
You do Lionel a great honor, my lord. A great honor. That he can count House Wolford among his loyal patrons has ever been a source of pride.
Yes, right. What brings you before me today?
As my lord is doubtless already aware, war places a heavy burden on the treasury. A burden that only grows heavier as time drags on. However, a skilled negotiator can see his coffers even fuller at war's end than they were at its beginning. If he may be so bold, Lionel would offer his services in that very capacity. He understands your precarious position, trapped between two ravenous wolves. In such times, one can never have enough coin and resources to stave off what may come. Surely you agree?
Your words have merit, and you have always been honest in your dealings with my house. I see no reason not to welcome you into our ranks.
Splendid! You are as wise as they say. Wiser, even. Lionel shall not disappoint. Just the opposite, in fact. From this day until his very last, he shall stake his honor on the prosperity of your house. And if his own coin purse should grow fat in the process, who can blame him?
Seems like he'll be useful to have for, whatchamacallit, for money purposes. I can have him be like my delegated picker-upper of items. And give him maybe some tanky
I
stuff.
can't thank you enough for accompanying me to gather supplies, Lord Serenoa. But I hope I've not usurped too much of your time.
Not at all, lad. Not at all. I was heading back to my encampment anyway. More importantly, this area is rife with this Frosty. I hate to think what would happen should they discover you or any loyal to House Wolford out here.
I cannot much bear to think on it either. My lord, there's someone here! He's dead.
Those are Glenbrook colors. He must have met his end at his Frosty Steel.
I know him. We were friends. He had such praise for the blade I forged him. This blade, here, the broken one. It failed him. I failed him. And now...
You are not to blame for his death.
But...
We are at war.
I'm sorry, my friend. I'm not as skilled a smith as I believed.
We risk much lingering here, but let us give him a proper burial before we depart.
My lord, you needn't go to the trouble.
It is no trouble. It is all I can do for him now, and I shall curse that I cannot do more.
Thank you, Lord Serenoa. My lord, ever since that day, I haven't stopped thinking about how I might put my smithy skills to better use. I didn't truly grasp the reality of the situation. What it means to be at war. What duties I have as one who forges weapons. Though I am but a novice at my craft, I will not ignore the truth I see all around me. I will face it and stand strong. That's why I wish to fight.
Are you certain you're prepared to wield steel outside your forge?
I am. I need to better understand what it means to live or die by the blade. A lesson I hope to learn by your side.
Then you are most welcome among my ranks. A novice you may be, but you have the makings of a master.
Thank you, my lord. I, Ians, hereby swear fealty to you. I shan't let you down.
Phallus, enjoying yourself, are you? I do wish you'd learn to temper your vices, brother.
And I wish you'd learn to live a little, sister. Well then, what is it?
We leave for the Falk's domain at once.
I thought those Wolfort dogs were to do the deed. Why must we go?
You really must use your head more often. The one atop your shoulders, that is. When have you ever known a dog to be obedient without some good measure of discipline?
Indeed. Very well then, dear sister. I shall be ready anon.
Twould seem the rumors were true, my lord. House Wolfort has delivered Prince Roland into Esfrost's clutches. And House Tellior, my lord, they too have... My lord?
My good man, when you look at this painting, what do you feel?
It is our home. As beautiful and verdant in reality as it is depicted by a master's brush.
Indeed. It is a treasure, our land. Its safekeeping entrusted to us by His Majesty King Regna. May his soul rest in peace. An honor without equal. A duty worth fulfilling. At all and any cost. A duty I will not shirk from. Now or ever.
What? Invade the Folk's domain?
Such was the edict delivered to us by the Esfrosti messenger.
Ludicrous. They would have the High Houses turn on one another? We should be treating with house faults, not stabbing them in the back.
Doubtless the Archduke has little regard for honor between houses. He views the Falk's land as a fruit ripe for plucking.
One which they would pluck for themselves. Or have us pluck for them, rather.
The decree was signed in Prince Roland's own hand.
Lies! His hand was forced.
Indeed, by my brother. And if we disobey, the Archduke would have good reason to make an example of us.
Gustadolf wins either way. We're trapped.
And yet, no trap is infallible, my lord. There must be a way to avoid the civil war the Archduke is intent on causing.
Aye, and I reckon Lord Landroy's of the same mind. He's the last man who wants to see countrymen slaughtering each other.
Agreed. But we must tread carefully.
Now this is what it's like when worlds collide! You ready to go? Desires. Perhaps an exchange can be arranged.
An exchange of what? Territory?
Just so. House Tellior negotiated similar terms. Far from ideal, to be certain, but preferable to the alternative. Whether Lord Landroy will be amenable to such terms, however, is another matter entirely.
Still, it is our best chance. Let us treat with Lord Landroy. In the meantime, Esfrost must believe that we are playing along. Advance our forces to the Folk's domain.
Yes, my lord.
What news from House Wolford, my lord?
The Archduke has ordered them to march on our domain in Prince Roland's name. A clever ploy, if true. No matter the outcome, Esfrost profits. However, House Wolford claims to have no intention of blindly following these orders. They seek to parley, that we might together find a way to prevent the fall of the three high houses.
How will you respond, my lord?
How indeed. The Wolfords handed over His Highness to save their own hides. Hardly an act that warrants our trust. That said, their desire to avoid bloodshed is no doubt sincere, if only to bide time to lick their wounds. And somehow, I suspect there may be more to this stratagem of theirs.
My lord, then you...
I shall grant them audience. Pen the reply.
At once, my lord.
Prince Roland has passed his decree. The complete decimation of House Falks is the order of the day. A chilling command, which would see one of Glenbrook's 3 high houses reduced to bloody rubble. Though penned in the prince's hand, the order was not his own. Forcing his hand was Archduke Gustadolf, a specter over his shoulders until the ink had dried. House Wolford is given the command to uproot their erstwhile countrymen, and with heavy hearts, they march. However, the young Serenoa bears hope. Hope that bloodshed can be stopped. Hope that Lord Landroy can be convinced to see reason. Hope that the day is not far off when the realm will know peace again.
The Falklands truly are the jewel of Glenbrook.
Aye. I don't see Landroy giving him up easily, even if it comes to war.
And that is why we will not simply give them up. We shall negotiate such that benefits may be reaped by all parties. Lord Landroy first among them. He is a reasonable man, yes?
That he is, my lord. But we cannot hope to make him see reason if we cannot speak to him face to face.
Sarah Noah says, should negotiations fail, we will find ourselves fighting on their terms. I must have a strategy at the ready. Benedict says, behold the lifts over there, my lord. Typically, they are employed by those who work the land, yet I believe they might also serve us in battle. Heart. Benedict says, should it come to that, we should not hesitate to take advantage of the terrain. It might behoove us to survey the land before Lord Landroy arrives. Goodness. Ooh, I got a pellet. Huguette says, first I lose Prince Roland, now must I turn my blade against my countrymen. And not just countrymen, but House Folks, loyal retainers of the crown. I only hope we can resolve this with words alone. I'm gonna say there is nothing to be gained from a fight between our houses. I hope to convince him that an opportunity lies before us. Huguette says, if your two houses work together, we might be able to strike back at Esfrost. Please, Lord Sarah Noah, you must convince Lord Landroy to see reason. Sexy reason. The citizen says, my cousin lives in the Crown City, but I haven't heard from him as of late. I wonder if he is alright. Anna says, if negotiations fail and battle with House Folks ensues, their archers would have the upper hand, raining down arrows upon us from above. Okay. I hate archers, so I don't want to deal with that shit. The child says, this used to be the site of a great fort many years ago. That's why the grounds are terraced like this. My grandpa told me so. Your grandpa sounds smart, dude. That's all I know. Eridor says, beautiful fields like these, they don't just sprout up overnight. It takes hard work. I can see why Lord Landroy's subjects are so loyal. I say Lord Landroy is a man possessed of fierce loyalty. What would he do with this land where worst come to worst? Eridor says Lord Landroy is a warrior through and through. If it came down to it, I know he'd fight until his last breath. But he's also got a heart of gold. I doubt he'd go so far as to sacrifice his land or his people for any reason. Eridor says, don't go forgetting that he values honesty. Jesus, I just combined honor and loyalty. He values honor and loyalty more than most. You'd do well not to let your guard down, you little fuck sneeze. Sarah Noah says, thank you, Eridor. I will try my best to see that we resolve matters peacefully. Shiny objects, bitches. The soldier says, is it true what they say that Prince Roland was taken prisoner by the Esfrosti? just what is happening at Glenbrook. Lord Landroy is prepared to fight, but what of House Wolfold?
I can only pray you do not forsake His Highness to save your own ass.
Sarah Noah says, as Frost is watching our every move, we must be cautious lest any harm come to Roland. Oh yeah. The Falk Citizen says these lifts are powered by the windmills. Our family's been tasked by Lord Landroy with keeping them in good repair. Should even a single one of them break down, we'll rush to the scene to fix it. So I guess I should break a bunch of windmills, motherfucker. The kitty goes meow, the kitty goes meow, the kitty goes meow, the kitty goes meow. Anyways, the soldier says that as Frosty value freedom more than anything. Unfortunately, God, I can't talk. Unfortunately, all that means is the powerful rise to the top and the weak are crushed under their iron boots. Leaders like Gustadolf don't know the meaning of peace. We sealed our fate the day His Grace thought we could reason with them. Sarah Noah says Gustadolf stands atop a nation where only the strongest thrive. I suppose his invasion of Glenbrook was merely an extension of that. Wifey says, what bountiful fields they have here! I wish not to tarnish this beautiful land in a fight. Get the fuck out of here. The citizen says wheat is a specialty of this land. We export it to both Hyzant and as Frost. I heard a ghastly rumor that as Frost invaded the Crown City. Could they be after our wheat too? Gila says they grow their wheat in terraced fields, I see, and I suppose this lift is used for planting. Mayhap we can leverage this in battle. We have nothing to lose by learning how to operate it, especially if we cannot find common ground. What about sexy common ground? Or does not such a thing exist? Give me your shit. Give me your free shit, motherfucker! Oh, look at all that free, holy shablutskis. The citizen says Lord Landroy entrusted my family with fixing the windmills. My son is in charge of repairs, I just manage the parts. Well, that was boring. Jesus, I thought he was gonna have some fucking shit to say. The Falk soldiers say even the smallest spark could set these fields ablaze. We must needs tread carefully. Who wrote this garbage? Anyways, the chronicles say that many a field was set ablaze in the Saltine War. You should know better than to say things like that. It's bad luck. So don't bring Fire McDipshit in here. Okay, yeah. Saying the same shit over and over again. I got you. The citizen says, isn't she a beauty? These windmills are the pride of the Falk domain. It's the power of wind that moves these lifts, motherfucker! The Lord has them built so we could use these fields to their furthest. These fertile lands were given to us by King Regina, so we need to make the most of his vagina. Okay. The itinerant merchant says, welcome. How can I be of service today? Why don't you come over here and be gay? Oh. Oof, I only have $2 grand. I need to sell some shit. Alright, I can buy a couple things. Oof, all of those sound... There's only one of each. And I have 4,500, so we're gonna take all the rings, baby. because of the fancy, like, upgrade item daily pops. But I do still have some more money. Alright, I think we're good here. Where's my free shit? Where's my free shit? I saw a sparkly bit. Where's my free shit? Saw a sparkly bit. Oh yeah. The citizen says, Lord Landroy thinks only of the happiness and prosperity of his people.
And you won't find a more loyal subject to King
Regina anywhere in the land, bitch.
We're proud to call him our lord.
Our lord of the sword. Alrighty. Whatever. Let's get the fuck out of here, motherfucker. Oh, yes. Severnova says Lord Landroy should be arriving soon. Let us hope he is receptive, anally, to our dirty terms. In the penis.
As Frosty forces muster at the border, they're preparing to advance.
Frost, what treachery is this?
While we were preparing for the parley, they snuck up on us unawares. What shall we do, my lord?
So the Wolford dogs have already learned some tricks from their new master, eh?
We await your command, my lord.
Split our forces in two. Send one regiment to the border. I shall lead the other to meet House Wolford in the field.
Aye, my lord.
We'll defend King Regna's gift until the last of us falls. The history shall know that House Fox did not bend the knee.
What the heck? I didn't do that shit. I was trying to avoid that from happening. Let's clean up these extra side dailies before I conclude this as an episode, so...
Oh, the Wolforts have been ordered to bring down House Fox, you say?
It would appear so. They entreat us for arms and provisions for the battle ahead.
A request we will deny, of course. I leave it to you to concoct a convincing reason.
Consider it done.
I do believe this little conflict between countrymen will play to our benefit. No doubt Landroy will spare no effort as he makes his last stand. Our day draws near, Booker, and we must make every preparation for its arrival.
And so it shall be.
It's an emergency. We have 2 patients. Both with extraordinary fevers. The Rosellan is unresponsive.
Well, I can't tend to both unless you can give me 2 more pairs of arms.
Let me help. I've just completed my training and I'll do whatever it takes to save them.
Are there no real doctors left? Fine. Come. We're losing precious time.
Leave the Rosellan. We must prioritize the Believer.
As you wish.
But the Rosellan will die unless we do something.
Do they not teach the order of things in school these days?
So what if they do? What does the order of things have to do with saving lives?
Not all lives are weighted the same. You would do well to remember that.
Quickly, Medina, these people are dying as we bicker.
I couldn't save him. Orders or not, I was the one following them. It's all my fault.
Where are you going? Medina!
I beg your pardon, Lord Serenoa, but a doctor from the Ministry requests an audience.
My name is Medina. I've heard much about your house and simply had to see it for myself.
What insolence is this? Stand down. Pray tell, what brings you before me?
It is said House Wolfert possesses a relic known as the Scales of Conviction. Is this true?
It is. We turn to the scales for guidance in times of trouble.
Then, I wonder if they might guide me forward as well. I had a crisis of confidence. A man was counting on me to save his life, and I let him die. I cannot let this happen again. I wish to save all the lives I can, regardless of country or creed. Pray grant me the chance to consult the scales, that I might walk the righteous path.
The scales are merely a tool to an end. They are not a magical window into the future. When decisions must be made, all in this house have a say. We choose as best we're able and strive to ensure we chose wisely.
You mean you strive not to regret your decision?
That is all one can do. Forgive me if this is not the answer you sought.
Then, would House Wolfert accept my aid if I offered it, my lord?
If you would serve as a physician, that would be a boon. For we fear the war is far from over.
I would be honored, my lord. I would see what I could do to rewrite the order of things.
And let us walk the path together.
I am at your service, my lord.
Alrighty, I think this is a little bit of a longer episode for me, but there's so many like cool plot things happening that I just wanted to like let it go. So I'm going to take a little bit of a break, which really just means I'm going to be grinding in the background while offline, while also uploading and stuff. So I don't know that I'll be back on this evening, but I will certainly be back tomorrow, as it's the weekend. So thank you for hanging out, and we will see you again next time with part 5.